GLHFs, so it is time to bring you our first match of the day.
Good luck, have fun, legends! This is gonna be good. I mean, both these players are pretty much speed demons and efficiency monsters, so it'll be a fun one. Already, off to the races we go.
We see Stickspin versus a 6-3 upstack in this opener phase here. Tiki getting a nice 20 spike here at the beginning and getting that back-to-back advantage quickly in this first round.
Oh, and quite a few spins. 20 spike at 20 seconds. Still maintaining back-to-back as well. 17, a slight misdrop there with the S. It's going to be a break there. 26, and I don't think that's survivable in the slightest. No, it is not. Nearly, but no cigar. And that's going to be the first round to Tiki. What a way to take your first round in the set.
Yeah, we're going to see the same stick spin here from Botchas, where Tiki is just going for that PCO stack, getting those all spins going. There's the PC that comes through from Botchas. Both players are trying to build up this back-to-back in the early round, but Botchas is the one with the back-to-back advantage.
Well, that misdrop is going to thwart themselves pretty much, but a few spins are going to recover nicely, and they're going to eventually get back to their back-to-back again. Tiki, same thing as before, a bunch of spins, has an ice spin set up, and does utilize it with a 15 down stack at the very end. Botchas breaks here to stay alive. Oh, and Tiki just wipes them out!
Yeah, Botchas not getting the pieces that they needed in time for that, and Tiki finding a quick second round. Ooh, the PCO there.
Yeah. Seeing for multiple
Lots
spins,
of
they're not going to find a second one.
Love the all spins here from Botchas. There's an early break, and that's going to give Tiki the back-to-back advantage, and they're greeting so hard right now.
They're out! Wait!
Yeah, they're out.
They found the L spin out! That was crazy! Okay! Oh, and a misdrop with the J, that's not great when you... Yeah.
Not great.
Staring down 15 back-to-back difference, 10 back-to-back difference, sorry. Now a 17 with that break. Not great. This is going to be very likely a round to Botchas. I stand corrected!
Botchas misdropped there, and that forced them to break. The spike from Tiki comes through, but both players end up about even.
I can't believe the recovery there. It wasn't anything fatal, but it was very likely going to go in one way, you know, one direction. But no way! Tiki, you're kidding me!
That 28 spike came out of nowhere while Tiki was at the bottom of the board. That was a great find.
Beautiful. Botchas with a cheeky little ice spin there. Did have room for a PC, but with 2 lines of garbage and no eyepiece, wasn't going to happen, unfortunately. Not today. Maybe another day. Both players utilizing spins, farming around 1.4 back-to-back per second, if that's a stat that we can ever use. Nice fractal from Tiki with a nice down stack into 20. Botchas breaking with a 16 to counter, but it has left Tiki with an 18-28 spike!
Botchas has the out though, has the pieces they need to start getting down this here, and they're going to continue getting down this, but Tiki is pressuring again with this back-to-back building. We're going to start seeing that become an issue here for Botchas if they don't get something going, and they have. That's a lot of back-to-back, but they break. Well, Tiki's at the top, not quite the find that they were looking for there.
And look at this cut coming from Tiki with the 2 T pieces. Oh, that's going to be a 20 spike at least. Yes, it is. They're going to keep it going for a 31.
That 31 spike almost kills. Botchas lives, but that follow-up. The follow-up is just so important when you get those nice spikes, those back-to-back breaks. These players are so good at living for so long. It is all about that follow-up pressure.
Botchas actually foregoing the PC there to build back-to-back. Very, very interesting decision. Back-to-back of 6, though, definitely ahead of Tiki here. And that difference is going to start to show up.
Yeah, Tiki started off with a lot of cheese at the bottom of the board, so they weren't able to build that back-to-back as quickly as Botchas was. Botchas breaks, but the timing just isn't there, and players end up both building that back-to-back yet again.
Tiki's ability to counter-spike is absolutely nutty. And honestly, I think Botchas might have lost their chance there to take that round with that spike. Nice overhanglers from them, though, but the 11 difference is staring them in the face.
Yeah, but when you see that 10 difference, that huge difference building up on the board, what you have to do is you have to keep your board clean, but Tiki misdrops there, so the break isn't as fatal for Botchas as it could be.
Yeah, there's going to be no counter spike when there's a misdrop on the opponent's board. But speaking of misdrop, Botchas not looking too great there. Finds an Iceman to fix it up, and actually turns it into an STFD that cleans up the whole thing and accesses the right well! Then he turns it into
STSD at the top of the board is insane there, and there's a 29 spike. Botchas was looking to kill with that, but Tiki stays alive. Ooh, not quite. There's the follow-up attack there. It comes through and gets the first point for Botchas.
a Herculean effort to finally get on the board. Down only 3 points now, but Tiki is definitely not going to be phased too much. They've been playing out of their mind, and you know it's a good set when both players are playing ridiculously well, but the scoreline does not reflect that.
Ooh,
that means things are intense!
Oh, that
nice! That was crazy. Okay, accessing the well there was beautiful. Nice double ice spin, but it's not enough!
The ice spin triple there is gorgeous. The style points are there, but Tiki has the pressure. While Botchus is being cheeky at the top of the board, Tiki saw the opportunity and took advantage of that to find the round.
Oh, the new chatters that are here for their first time. Welcome in. You are being treated with a wonderful little showing here between two of the best players in the game. One of them is going to be going forward in the bracket. One's going to be going to losers bracket. And we'll see who that is very shortly. Barges with their second round. Get hyped.
Yeah, Tiki misdropped up there at the top of the board. Couldn't quite all spin their way out of it. And by the time they tried to downstack, it was too late. Botchus found the kill there and found the well-deserved point.
What is this board state from Tiki? This is definitely uncharacteristic of them. I'm going to try and recover that with some all spins, though. And they do succeed in keeping their back-to-back. But Barges is well on their way ahead. Oh, 29, and that's going to be a death for Tiki. Bringing it to within 2 points. Starting to really build up a bit of a pile of points.
Right, and screen watching could be tough when you're trying to push speed, but right there, what Bacha saw was Tiki broke back-to-back and then there was no follow-up. Whenever you see that, you hear that audio of that back-to-back break and you see not a lot of damage come through, that is definitely your moment to attack right there, and that's exactly what Botchus did. Botchus up at the top has this cheesy garbage to get down through right now. Tiki continuing to pressure, but at the bottom of the board, not too much material to work with.
Oh, nice down stack. They were in a pretty disastrous position, but to pull it back to that board height was beautiful. And even now, they're sort of fighting, but lovely skim there into 2 triples. And bringing the board height down again, but Tiki's relentless with these spikes. 28!
Wow.
Oh my lord.
And that was the perfect follow-up that Tiki needed there. Just edging out the opponent, finding the round.
I can't believe Tiki's output. This is incredible. Lovely fractal here. I feel like anything that I do in a game, Tiki's attack is somehow magnified by 3. Why don't my attacks do this much? But however, that round was not to be. They didn't quite do what I was talking about, and Botch is going to easily take them down there.
Botcha's absolutely staying in this here. This first to 11, there's a lot that can happen, especially when the deuce is in play. So nobody's out of this match yet.
Oh, nice. Okay, again, Tiki with the I piece and 2 T pieces in quick succession. They're getting really good piece sequences and preparing for them as well. Oh my god! The S-spin to survive! Oh! Tiki.
The pressure from Botchus is immense right now. They know what they have to do. They know that they have to keep Tiki on their toes, prevent them from building that back-to-back, and that's exactly what Botchus did right there. But that L misdrop is going to cause the round.
I loved your alliteration there. Tiki on their toes. That's fun. That's a good one. Botch just loves the early ice spins. I've seen that almost every time. And it's not really part of an opener.
They're very fun. They're very cute. I like them a lot.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of fun though, nice little combination there. But Tiki, C-spin with an IP 37! Oh! They take full advantage of any half-decent piece sequence. They seem to be prepared for anything, and Barchus left in the dust. We are now at a difference of 4 points with Tiki only needing 3 to take this set. Barchus, be careful. It's starting to get away from you a little bit.
Yeah, that garbage RNG just favoring Tiki right there. And speaking of RNG, up at the top, Botchus has to pray to RNG right there, and they get down, but that -8 is now looming on the board as Tiki is eye spinning for the fans over here.
Uh-oh, and Botchus with a break here, probably very soon with that misdrop. The break actually saves them! Very well played, though. Very well played. I think that Tiki might have made a mistake there by breaking as well. That might not have been the optimum play there to win a round. But now they find themselves under a bit of pressure.
Yeah, and what Botchus is doing is when Tiki was building up that back-to-back, Botchus is cheesing the board. I mean, look at that board right now. If you're trying to build back-to-back and you're staring at that board underneath you, that is why Tiki broke. And so that's been a great strategy for Botchus here in this round. It's been working a lot.
Botchus right when they were getting aggressive. They misdrop, but they clean it up very nice with a square tuck. Meanwhile, Tiki prophesizing to prophecies. Oh my lord, the misdrop is gonna seal it. But yeah, like Tiki's just prophesizing on top of prophecies. It's beautiful. keep an eye out for what they do because nothing is a mistake with them. Nothing is unintentional. Oh my lord. This is TWC. What are you doing?
The random center four wide opens just always get me. There's just something about them. Botcha's misdrops, and that is going to be the round.
And now we are 5-9. I love them. Did you hear the music sync there? I don't know if anyone else caught that. By the way,
no.
Oh, I've got the music on. It is gorgeous. The music
Deserved.
is wonderful.
Oh, I agree that it was deserved, but it's still always fun to see. But yes, we have
in public
custom music tracks for TWC. So if you like those, maybe give a shout out to the composers Dreadnought and Churro. And that is a -14 on Botchess's board.
Oh. That's going to a 17 and 9. Oh my god, I can't keep up with the number. They are spinning so fast I can't even say the words in time. The 3 spins in a row!
What are you on?
What? The 47 52 spike! You don't live, you just lay down and die. You take it like a man and you just walk away. Match point to Tiki. Huh? Dave, I see you clipping things in chat. Get to work, my friend. And another set of full from Botchus.
They break combo and I'm still lightheaded from that. Wow, okay. That's one way to start this. TST there from Botchess, but they miss it. They get the I spin triple. They get the -9 on the board with the misdrop. Not looking great for Botchess right now as T breaks in the 24 spike, but Botchess stays alive. They're not out of this yet. They find the round.
They are not indeed. I feel like Tiki is quite upset about DL not making it in here because they're getting some crazy DL stacks. Like what? My lord. And now Botchess under an immense amount of pressure here. Tiki with the S-spin triple. Bit of flair for finesse. Ooh, a lot of attack coming out of Botchess' side though. Oh, but
Tiki with a lot of attack, but a lot of cheese to work down through, and there's no eyepiece in that queue. That just comes a little too late. Yeah, that was the last piece in that bag. That was just horrible RNG there for Botchess, but extremely well played for Tiki. That 52 spike is absolutely insane.
Something else, yeah.
I'm watching that one back. I'm pulling up the clip because that was like art.
I can't believe like how elegant they are in those down stacks. There's something about Tiki just like turning what should be like, I don't know, 10, 12 attack into a down stack that eventually hits 20. You go, oh, okay. And then within a second, by the time you've even had time to process that, they're at 40 and you go, oh, multiplier. oh, I see. They just find there's a couple more line clears, maybe something that's a little bit efficient in those two, and it multiplies dramatically. And the thing is that's crazy is that you know that it's not just a lot of luck there. That they're actually planning that out. Their mind is on another level, another dimension that I will never understand. 4D chess, 4D stacking. 4D. I can't process it. Yeah, I just nod my head and go, good job.
Yes, good job. But, I mean, yeah, looking back at that clip, just the amazing well coverage is what makes that stack, what makes that down stack work is just prophesizing the spins, putting exactly 2 over the well, getting like the S spin double and getting straight. It is so well planned there.
Yeah, it is for sure going to be one of the highlights for me of this entire tournament. I don't know how you're going to top that, but I'm sure we will see something in the future. Speaking of something in the future, you know what's coming up right now? My probably most this is the matchup I've been the most excited for. Wiley's been
talking about this match like all week.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, PCO and I believe it's Haya or Haya. I'll double check. I was told this in a private server. It is, you know, it's Haya or Haya. I've been told it's fine.
Okay. Cool.
So these two players, Haya, whatever you want to call them, and PCO, the only 2 Australians left in the entire tournament besides Summer who got eliminated yesterday. So the 2 left, and they are forced to play against each other. So only 1 Australian is walking away from this a winner, a victor, and the other one a loser going down to potential elimination.
You can still qualify from the losers bracket. Let's point out.
They absolutely can.
Let's point out that the way this bracket works is you have to lose out twice in order to be full eliminated. So this isn't, nobody's on the chopping block yet, but later in the night people will be.
It leaves us with less Aussies, you know, with a clear run to the final bracket. And it's going to be heartbreaking, but also I'm incredibly excited. Both these players in their own right are incredible. They, between the two of them, carry my nation forward. Aussie, 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 oi, oi, oi! I love the two of you. Good luck today. I'm cheering you both on and wishing for the both of your downfall at the same time.